This is the story of Curtis the Hurt Harper, heavyweight boxer, 13 wins, 8 losses, 4 wins by the way of knockout. By now I think we've all seen the infamous video of Curtis Harper walking out of the ring and laugh just as these fans did. If not, welcome to the channel because you're going to get to laugh too. Most people believe he feared the beatdown from the heavyweight Black Panther Efe Ajagba and decided it wasn't worth it to fight. I don't know, scared? Contract issues, mental health problems. This is the story of why.
I don't even know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
No, it's not. It's
Gets the people
Strict wins, all of those coming by way of knockouts.
It's time to turn it up, cause right now I don't give a fuck. Bad bitch in my line from time to time, but I can't fuck with her. Put all of these diamonds on my body, I'm a walking waterfall. I step with caution, he was on some drunk shit, had to stop him. I said I wasn't when I went back serving bowls. Addicted to her pussy,
No, seriously, why? Why would a guy who's fought arguably tougher and more proven fighters than this quit before the fight even starts? I mean, Curtis Harper fought Chris heavyweight journeyman Areola. After being dropped in the first round, he gets up and shows a warrior spirit just to survive the round, let alone finish the fight. Scared? Didn't show it in this fight. I mean, he could also just collected a big payday and bounced. This would have been the fight to do it, but he did not.
Harper coming out swinging early in the silver. Both these guys have the proverbial puncher's chance. They're trying to make the most of it. Two stiff left jab. Oh, and a right! Immediately down goes Harper.
Division, baby.
Another stiff clap has phased Harper. Harper just trying to regain his balance. A lot of people coming in were questioning the conditioning of this Areola. Harper is still staggered, does not have his legs under him. Areola not even breathing hard, staying behind the jab. Areola gives him 2 moments to breathe and then back at it, left and a right.
Hold or something, give yourself a chance.
He needs the last 50 seconds. This doesn't look like it will go. Can Areola close it out in round 1? The ropes hold up Harper. Areola lands. He's looking at him. Yep.
Harper has not held once. Right there, he attempted. And that's just inexperience. He don't know how to survive this type of punishment.
I don't know how Harper's staying up right now. On left, 10 seconds remaining. But he makes it there.
Describe your style of boxing.
I would describe my style of boxing Ernie Shavers, George Foreman type style. I like the brawl, but I like to box also. And the better the boxer, the better fighter I become. So it works out well.
From here, we'll have to see.
Still in there. Shots. But again, like I said, Harper can fight, man. Confidence. It feels like he has a chance to win. Areola took a 2-step in.
Nice right hand. Harper tries it again. I'm going to ask you, champ. You fought guys in their hometown
couldn't see it in his face. There's almost a look of trepidation in his face. Almost, I wouldn't call it fear, just like almost, oh boy, what did I get myself into?
What about Spike TV?
The card is 77.
Blood and sweat flying everywhere.
To come off the bat in the first round, he literally beat, bludgeoned, pummeled, dropped, almost knocked through the ropes, and then to come back to rally for steal rounds to hurt Chris Arreola, a guy who's got twice as many fights as you. Kudos to Curtis. Now let's get on.
Okay, he lost. Caught a heavyweight beatdown, honestly. But he didn't quit. We not judging if he can fight. We judging if he will. He ain't walk out. Nothing but showed the dog in the fight. So let's hear him out. Let's hear his reasons why.
For the listeners, and if I get this wrong, by all means correct me, but my understanding is that basically you were promised a number of things by the promoter and they didn't deliver. In addition, there were people in your inner circle who owed you money, who you felt it sounded like were using you for different purposes. And by the time you had gone to touch gloves, you had noticed that some of these people, including the promoter, being in the corner of your opponent, and you had basically had enough. I realize that is very much the Cliff Notes version, but A, is that a reasonably accurate summation of what went down?
I wanted to still sign contract at first that I never saw, and then money was being negotiated out of my check that I didn't even receive my medicals for at the time after paying out of pocket for it. So pretty much it just, you're all correct about everything.
So you believe that the promoter basically set you up to lose to this guy, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So that's sort of my issue here is some folks have said, hey, if you had an issue with the promoter, why not go to the media? Why not go to the commission? Why walk out on national television? In your mind, strategically, why was walking out the best decision?
I didn't decide to walk out until I seen him in the corner. And believe it or not, once I got in that rope, something just said, just keep going, don't turn around, because I'm not that person that's so verbal and vocal to be against the people's sport of boxing, because it came a long way in the country. And it's my nature to fight. When I'm in a ring or even going around, the first thing I think about doing is, well, who I'm finna punch in the face? It's still surprising to me. I still to this day, I don't believe that I actually walked out of the ring. It's not second nature to ever even come close to doing something like that.
So while you don't have any regrets, it sounds like you wouldn't do it again.
Absolutely, I wouldn't do it. I mean, there's different moments and throughout the week and the day that the regret doesn't feel as if it comes across. But my wife supporting me and the phone calls that do come in lets me know that I did the right thing.
Okay, so it's issues with the promoter's promises, maybe never seeing the contract or not seeing the right contract, possibly a shady deal. I mean, he says he felt like he was possibly being set up to lose, and he's a real fighter. Ain't no quitting him. But when he asked would he do it again, he clearly said no. It was a random, mental, impulsive decision on the spur of the moment. Nate Campbell, the trainer, this guy, he spoke on the situation. Yeah, he's got a podcast, Experience the Galaxy with Nate Campbell, former 3-time world boxing champion. He talked about it in depth. And he spoke to clear his name, first of all. He also gives us needed insight into the claims made by Harper, reference contracts and promoter issues, while providing us a look at Curtis' mental health.
I mean, I don't know what it looked like on TV to you, but I was in shock and amazement. I was in awe of the foolishness that was going on. I want to make this abundantly clear. I need to make this abundantly clear. I would never be a part of anything like that knowingly. I just would never do it. And I'm sick of people saying that they were going to take 75% of his purse away. That's a lie. I saw his contract. I talked to the matchmaker. I talked to the other people in the camp over there. He had his check drawn up. He knew what he was getting paid before he even walked in the building. He had a contract. He kept looking at the contract. His issue was that, I'm gonna tell you what I know. His issue is that because he feels like because he fought Chris Arreola like 2-3 years ago, and he made what he made for that fight, that he should always make that. For,
You saw this big tall African brother.
No.
Chill.
I'm gonna tell you something.
He got scared.
Listen, I don't know if it's Phil. He is a head case, but I don't know if it's a fighting. Because he fought the number 4 heavyweight in the world. He fought Chris Ariello. And gave him all he wanted. And Chris is a way better fighter than an African kid. Chris had what, 30-something fights? 40 fights?
Sure.
So I'm not knocking. Look, I could go into a lot of stuff. He is a head case. He does tend to. I have to talk him through the moments and get him on in the ring, but he usually goes. And with that being said, I don't see fear as the motivating factor as much as another kind of mental lapse. Because fear, no offense.
So soon after this aired, Curtis Harper attorney issued a public statement to stop defaming his name. I'd say Curtis Harper did that to himself, to be honest. But more to my point, not only are they pursuing remedies for the contract and promoter issues, they want Nate Campbell to stop talking about Harper's mental health issues. And to me, this is the real issue that needs to be talked about. In my opinion, Harper has nothing to be ashamed of. It's the public with the stigma and the bias that shames us all. Nobody wants to be remembered like this. Pure entertainment in this fashion. He's a fighter, a warrior with true grit. I'm pretty sure that's how he would want to be remembered in this fight game. Scared? Let's throw that out. Contract issues? Maybe. To be remembered as a quitter? Just plain scary? Man, that's just sad as a fighter. In the end, I think Curtis Harper stood up for what he believed. And he'll have to live with that. But he spoke his truth. Winning comes in different forms. Sometimes winning the mental battle is just as good as winning the physical.
It's amazing to be in the field different now. You know, I don't care. I mean, I don't shoot for stars anymore, man. I shoot for reality. I'm not chasing fantasy anymore, man. I'm trying to chase my reality of breaking down my mental space, man. I'm happy, but I'm not. There's a smile on my face, but there's a misery inside my heart, and I want the control of my mind. Paranoid schizophrenic runs in my family. The last thing I want to do is not so much use that against somebody else, but not benefited from doing it in the ring. I feel better the way I am now than ending up in a prison. I mean, it's only courageous of me to even take the leap of faith that I did and say, if I don't just drop everything I'm doing and everything I have and just better myself mentally, one live view at a time. See you.